Welcome back to Captain Crypto's Compass. Bitcoin is exploding to the upside. In this video, we're going to look at Ethereum and what is possible. What did Ethereum do in the past bull run? And what are some targets based on past performance?
Hi, I'm Martin. I'm the founder of Captain Crypto's Compass. I'm a trader and a professor at the Financial Freedom Academy. I am passionate about helping you to achieve financial freedom through the art and the gift of trading. I will be providing you with actionable technical analysis and insights on your favorite cryptocurrency projects to help you make better and more informed decisions. If you're ready to take your trading to the next level, you're in the right place.
Now I've gone ahead and opened up the 1 week Ethereum chart, and I want to draw attention to a couple of key things happening in the chart. Now the first one is this liquidation run we had with Ethereum. Now Ethereum was really underperforming against Bitcoin, losing tremendous value. From December 2024 last year all the way to April this year, we can see that Ethereum has been on a very steep decline, going from roughly $4,000 all the way down to this liquidation run of roughly about $1,400. Now that is painful. But a very good thing that I can see here with Ethereum is that support came in, and man did it bounce. This double bottom pattern here, you can see the consolidation to the left hand side. I marked it with this dashed green line. We can see that Ethereum came back down and found solid support and has rebounded since this pivot low of roughly about $1,400. Now I've marked a couple of things here for us. The first is the 21 SMA, which is the yellow line, and the 50 SMA, which is the green line. Now, very healthy market structure that I can see is that Ethereum has shot up since April of this year, all the way up to the 50 SMA, this green line. And we can see that it was struggling with this green line for quite some time. About 2 months, it was battling to get past the 50 SMA. And recently even tested 16th of June last month, it actually tested the 21 SMA. And we can see that as it tested the support, which is this yellow line, the 21 SMA, it rebounded nicely and shot right past the 50 SMA. Now Ethereum is showing immense strength and it's actually looking at challenging these previous pivot highs here at roughly about $4,000. So what we want to see for a continuation for Ethereum is to push higher into this $4,000 range and start holding this as support. If we can push high into Ethereum to this $4,000 and hold support above it, that will facilitate a push higher. Now the all-time high for Ethereum is sitting at roughly about $4,800. We can see here the previous pivot high that Ethereum printed was about $4,841. So there's still a lot of upside for Ethereum to reach its previous all-time high. We can see that from the current market price, there's roughly about a 40% increase to the all-time high. So that's fantastic news for Ethereum, but we first need to just breach this $3,900 range. It looks like Ethereum is trying to make a move higher.
Hey, I hope you're still enjoying the content. Remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, and to ring the bell for notifications. Your support means the world to me personally, and I cannot do this without you.
Now, some important market structure that I've highlighted here is this Fibonacci extension. Now, I measured it from the pivot low over here to the pivot high and the pivot low. Now, a couple of key zones here, usually within the golden zone, which is between the 0.5 and the 0.618, we can see some resistance in this area usually, but we can see that Ethereum blasted past this resistance zone with a green vector candle, indicating extreme high level. A very good sign as well was this retest of the 21 SMA was very close to the 618 level for this specific move in Ethereum, retesting this level as support. And we can see we blasted past the one level, which is at this $2,650 range, and now the 1.272 from this range here is sitting at roughly about 3,100. So what I'd like to see is, one, if Ethereum can maintain this strength, is to actually try and take out this $3,900, or if we do have a consolidation period, this range between 3,100 all the way to this previous pivot high tops here of roughly about $2,700 will be of extreme importance. But Ethereum has to start building structure, building support and showing support at these higher levels for us to actually be in a position to challenge the all-time high at roughly about $4,800. Now I want to show you something fascinating. During our previous bull run for Ethereum, now this was the bull run that started in 2021, we saw a very, very cool pattern. And I want to highlight this for you and show you this to you. Now, measuring from the previous all-time high, that was the January 18th top for Bitcoin. From that point to the lows that was created in December 2018, it gave us the Fibonacci extensions. Now, the 1.272 and 1.414 marked the absolute top for Ethereum during the 2001 bull run. Now, if we were to take that same measured move and take it from our previous pivot highs during the previous bull run in November 2021 and all the way back down to the bear market bottoms in June 2022, this gives us a Fibonacci extension target at the 1.272 and 1.414. Now, this is measuring the large move. Gives us a target of roughly $7,600, and the 1.414 sitting at roughly $9,600. So if Ethereum were to repeat the same strength as it did in the previous bull run, we could be looking at an Ethereum target of roughly $7,600 all the way up to $9,600. Now that is an increase from current prices of roughly about 120 to about 180%. So Ethereum, if it can maintain this momentum, has a very high upside potential if the bulls can take control here. So as long as Bitcoin can maintain its uptrend and push into these higher highs, my outlook for Ethereum is actually looking very positive. Let's see. What do you think? Will Ethereum manage to actually pull through and push into these higher highs, break this triple top pattern, and push into the 1.272 and the 1.414? Time will tell. But these are the targets according to the previous bull run extensions.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the bell notifications. Also, remember to click the link in the description below to join my mailing list, where I'll be sending you free emails and trading videos, and also market report updates weekly to help you stay ahead of the herd. As always, this community would not be the same without you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace and love. See you next time.